Tai Chi Chih, 19 movements and one pose. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Drawing your figure 8 with your index fingers to feel that 8. It's the symbol of long life, joy, and happiness. And now open up the palms. Fingers are separated, but connected to the chi. Your intrinsic energy, you're inhaling up, you're exhaling down. Forward to the foot and back towards the heels. Forward, back, up and down, weight shift. This can be done 9, 27, 36 times. So it's wonderful to do early in the morning and as slowly as you can with the breath. So here's your inhale forward, expanding the belly. And here's your exhale back, contracting the belly. As you inhale forward, this expansion then moves to contraction towards the Ming Men, the low spine. So this is an internal practice of Tai Chi, but based on Qigong principles. Forward, back, up, down, weight shift with slowness, circularity, and moving from the center body. We'll come back to rest now. Inhale, sink it down. Rest on globes of energy in resistance to gravity. Shifting towards your right, feet in a V, bring your left heel forward. We're just going to look at the forward back weight shift. The forward back weight shift. On your left side. Inhale, sink it down. Shift towards your right to bring towards your left to bring the right foot forward. Around the platter in chest high water. So that's a basic forward back weight shift. As you come forward, the knee bends in front, the leg straightens in the back. And the circle starts outside the knee that is forward. And you're in chest high water. So I'm just introducing a few moves here. When we do the bird flaps its wings, your feet will be in a V, and your weight shift will be dropping with the inside of the thighs open here, and you're going to come. The weight will come to the front of the foot. So inhale, sink, and rise. Inhale, inhale, sink on the exhale, and on the third one, a wrist circle forward and back. And the other weight shift that we have will be carry the ball to the side. And you'll be over here. You're going to pick up a ball of energy. You're going to bring your feet out in a V and move it across. 2, 3. Now bring in your right foot. Sink it down. Inhale. Release the left heel and move towards it. Sink. And the third one will be here. Rocking motion. Three more will make 9. Sinking into the earth, rest on globes of energy. Feet in a V, for bird flaps its wings. Inhale here, and on your exhale, take some time. Release the heels. Inhale, center, lengthen, and this is sinking to the front of the foot. And on the third one, a wrist circle forward. This is bird flaps its wings. That's one. Here's the second cycle of 3. As you rise, you inhale. As you sink, you exhale. And third cycle of 3. Everything is in 9s. Inhale back to lengthen. And sink it down, resting on globes of energy in resistance to gravity. Feet in a V. Shift towards your right to bring your left heel forward. Around the platter in chest high water. The front leg comes basically right down from the hip, and the head never goes over the knee. And the knee doesn't go beyond the big toe. All these little rules, but they keep the senior body healthy if we don't bring weight over that knee. 5. The circle's coming outside that knee. 6. That's forward. 7. 8. 9 on your left side. We always start left and then we move to the right side. Inhale and sink it down. Shift to the right or to the left here. Sorry, we're going to bring the right foot forward. Bring the right foot forward, and you're going to do around the platter in chest high water. Notice how this comes right by your sternum here. Here's your inhale, here's your exhale, really slowly all the way around. Pick up energy here, sink it on the exhale right opposite the heart. 4. 5. It's a long exhale here. Here's your inhale. Exhale starts right here and brings the energy to the back leg. 2 more on your right side of around the platter. Go ahead, bring that foot back into a V. Inhale, sink it down. Shift to your right to bring your left foot forward. And this is going to be around the platter variation. The variation starts with a small ball here, right above the shoulder there on your left side. You inhale it, you sink it right opposite the heart on the exhale. And it's a circle, a small circle within a bigger circle. 5. 6. It's soft. 7. And it's in chest high water when it passes the heart here. 8. 9. And this is called around the platter variation. We still have that platter. We just have an extra circle within a circle. Sink it. Shift it towards your left to bring your right heel forward. Around the platter variation. Inhale here, exhale, and come back on your exhale. Go forward on your inhale, and here's where you start this long exhale. Seven, 8, and 9. 9 is the magic Chinese number we use. It's the noble Chinese number. So we try to do everything in nines as much as we can. Exhale down. Shift towards your right to bring the left forward for bass drum. Inhale forward and watch this inhale here. Now come back on your exhale, and the back foot's in a 45-degree angle to the front leg. So not too far out here. Everything is pretty safe if you maintain your posture. You're bending the front leg, you're straightening the back. That's yang to yin. And then you feel how the yin leg, which is the straight leg, the feminine leg, works as a resilient leg here. And each leg gets to experience this. So now the front leg is yin, back leg is yang. Now it's yang in front. Now it's yang and back. Each time the bend of the knee happens, it's yang, the power leg. And the opposite leg acts as the resilient leg, the feminine leg. It's the straight leg. We just don't want to lock anything. No joints should be locked. So find a way to do this which is really super comfortable for your body. And here's the chi, expansion of the belly, contraction of the belly. You want to feel that happening from the abdomen because the lowest dantien or energy center is here at the abdomen. So here's the expansion and here's the contraction. That energy moves to the Ming Men, the low spine. Good, let's bring that left leg back, feet in a V. Inhale, sink it down. Shift to your left to bring your right heel forward. Bass drum. And your body's inside of this drum here. Here's the inhale. Here's the exhale back. It's a mind, body, spirit practice. So you want to get your brain and your heart and breath and your movement to all coordinate. You start going into parasympathetic nervous system, meaning that you lose the ability to know where you are a little bit, but that actually helps us relax without drugs. Bending the front leg, straightening the back, practicing the yin-yang connections here. Now you bend the knee in the back and the front leg straightened. It's the resilient leg. And the beautiful part about bass drum is it surrounds you with energy. Your body's inside of this circle. Here's your inhale and here's your exhale back. Good. We'll call that 9. Bring the feet out into a V, sink it down. Let's do a double grounding here, bringing the energy up to the heart and down to the abdomen. Let's do a triple grounding. Bring it up to your head, and then it will pass through that middle dantian at the heart and lungs on the exhale and come all the way down to the abdomen, which pulls in. Now let's take it up to the trees. Open the whole body. Bring your feet out into a V. Inhale. And now sink it down on relaxation response, really slowly down here on your exhale. And then feel the abdomen open here. Good. Come up here. Exhale it down. Let's take it all the way up to the Yosemite. Okay, inhale up. All the way up here, if you can go there. Inhale up, and then sink it down slowly on relaxation response. It's an exhale, slow exhale. And then when you come all the way up to the stars, you're going to do a slight back bend of the upper spine, like that. And then exhale slowly down. So that's several groundings, and now shake it out. Okay, our next movement. We just did bass drum, and now we're going to come to daughter on the mountaintop and daughter in the valley. And this is the same Tadasana, or mountain position we have in yoga, where we imagine we're a mountain by bringing the palms out to the sides here. So take a moment to breathe, because we're going to climb a mountain together. And this is Tadasana, the mountain pose. You're going to shift to your right, bring your left heel forward. And as you climb a mountain, you're going to come up with the palms here. Inhale. And your left hand will be the inside circle here as you exhale down through the central body and you inhale down here at the abdomen. It's a heart shape. And we're going to 9. We'll call that 5. And you're on your left side. 6. 7. 2 more. We'll make 9. Inhale and exhale down. Your left hand will be behind the right, right at the heart. Last one on your left side. Open the feet into a V. Inhale and sink it down. Shift towards your left to bring the right heel forward. Daughter on the mountaintop. Right side. Coming forward on the inhale. Bend the front knee. Straighten the back leg. Coming back. Bend the back knee and straighten the front leg without locking ever. There's always a little bend in there if you're going to keep your joints all relaxed. And this is daughter on the mountaintop, and your left hand is behind the right here. 2 circles interlocking here, right at the abdomen, and then opening. We'll do 4 more. Inhale slowly. Exhale back. You'll feel this coming through both hemispheres of the brain if you feel the slow breath in on one side and the exhale on the other. Bring the foot back in so you have a V here. Inhale. Sink it down, but maintain your posture. And now we come to the companion move for daughter on the mountaintop, which is daughter in the valley. Shift towards your right to bring your left forward and start on the mountains. Inhale and sink it down slowly on the exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Coming over those mountains you just climbed in Daughter on the Mountaintop or Daughter in the Valley. Here's the valley as you come up to go to the top of the mountains again. It's a joyous feeling as you feel both two mountains there, and it's all in the shape of a heart. Here's the inhale, and there's the exhale. Three more on your left side. Last one. Beautiful. Feel the feet come back into a V, sink it down. Shift towards your left to bring the right heel forward. Daughter in the valley. The companion piece to Daughter on the Mountaintop starts up here. Exhale down slowly. Inhale through the center body or the central trail. Don't forget to shift forward and back. Here's your inhale. Breathe in through the nose. Here's your exhale. Bring your tongue to the upper palate and exhale back. Let's do three more. Of Daughter in the Valley. Sink it down. Bring the foot back in. Feet in a V. Inhale. And now we move into carry the ball to the side, which is a side-to-side weight shift. We're going to start over here. Feet in a V. Sink it down. Wind up here. Inhale. Pick up your ball. Shift into this leg. It's the yan leg. Release this heel out here. It's your yin leg. And you're going to carry the ball or the energy from one side to the other with your hips, your knees, and your ankles. On the third one, bring in the right foot. Sink. Two more cycles of three. Last cycle of three going this way. Bring in the foot. Sink it down. Winding up towards your left to move it to the right. 3 times 3, move. Inhale, move. And last group of 3. This direction. This is moving towards your right. Bring in the left. Now go back towards the left. Ready? Inhale. 3 times 3. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to add some grounding here. Exhale. Bring in your right foot and ground, feet in a V. Wind up. Bring your pelvis underneath there. It's as if you're going across on a grand piano stool, sliding with your butt. Inhale. Sink. Wind up. Third cycle of 3. Of carry the ball to the side. Good. And our next move will be push, pull, but let's just inhale a couple times here. Inhale to the heart and lungs and exhale back. Inhale to your third energy center at your head and exhale down through the heart and lungs area here. This is your middle dantian or energy center, and this is your primary down here at the dantian right there. One more. Slowly coming down in relaxation response. Good. We now have our feet in a V, and we're going to shift to the right to bring the left forward for push, pull. Inhale first, exhale with the heel of the hand. Bring the fingertips up on the inhale and turn the palms back to your heart. Inhale. It's a circle of energy which comes back to you. And let the circle not be broken. So as you exhale forward and you inhale back, you don't have to stop. We're going to go to 9. This is 6. Two more. Inhale back. Feet in a V. Sink it down. Shift to the left. Release your right heel. Push, pull. We're going to 9. That's 3 here. Notice that it's slow, continuous, and circular, and that this particular move starts with the exhale. You inhale back to your heart. There. Everything is soft. Fingertips come up. Turn the wrists here towards your heart on the inhale. Two more on your right side. Also called giving and receiving energy. So let's do one more here. Real slow. Exhale. Fingertips up. Turn the palms towards you and inhale back and bring in your right foot. Shifting to the right, bring your left forward for pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe, imagining a star in front of you that you can gather energy from. What a wonderful concept. Inhale and see that star. Inhale. Fingertips are up. Bring it in, all that energy in through the fingertips, and the chi will be coming to all your extremities, the fingers and the toes. Sometimes I like to see my hands turn red here as I pull in the energy from the most distant star in the universe. What would you want from a star today? More generosity, love, kindness, a sense of communicating with others, all of that. Or just doing Tai Chi Chih together is special. Inhale here and exhale back. Let's do one more on the left side. Good. Bring that foot in, feet in a V, sink it down. Shift towards your left to bring the right heel forward. Or pulling in the energy from the most distant star in the universe through your fingertips, which are facing up towards that star. Three more. Last one of pulling in the energy. Bring the foot back into a V. Inhale and sink it down. Beautiful. So I would suggest that we all hydrate here because we've been using a lot of work with the breath and the body. So you should hydrate before we get to the taffies, which are fairly energetic. So a couple of sips of water helps. Basic taffy. You're going to bring your left hand under the right elbow and your left heel out to the side. And you're going to pull the palms apart on your exhale. Whoosh. Bring in the outside foot, your right leg. Now you're going to go the opposite way. The underneath hand is the invite hand to your right. Basic taffy is an inherent breath exercise. You exhale through heavy air here. Whoosh, as the palms pull apart. And inhale and then sink. And last one of basic taffy. Bring in your right foot. Our next taffy is sticky when you make it as candy, but it refers to the exhale that happens in the middle, is going to be bringing your left foot forward. And this is going to be anchor taffy. You'll anchor your right hip. Exhale. Sink it down. Inhale first, and now bring it towards your left. Bring in the outside foot. Now your right foot's going to move forward, and your back foot back here is the anchor. You'll sink here, feet in a V. And then as you come through, bringing the right hand under, it's the invite hand, it's the exhale. Anchor taffy. The underneath hand is your left hand. I am mirroring you, so don't think about left and right. Just follow what hand appears to be in front of you. And here your right hand's under, you're moving to the right for anchor taffy. Now we come forward with our little boat. We open the hips and we return to the dock. That was the first variation of basic taffy. The next is circles taffy. Your feet are in a V. You're going to inhale and sink, sink, sink. Bring the left hand under and pull the taffy here. The other hand moves away. Feel that. Feet in a V. Right hand under now for circles taffy. And notice how the hands both move in opposite directions when they separate. Circles taffy. Let's do two more here. One to the right and one back to the left. Right hand under is the invite hand to the right, and then you feel the palms separate, and that's the exhale, or the taffy itself, sticky. And bring circles taffy back here to your left. And bring in the outside foot. And our third basic taffy variation is perpetual motion taffy with heel step. And the heel step looks like this. You bring up the knee, you drop the heel. You bring up the knee, you drop the heel. Your feet are in a V. Okay? Then you add, you want to add something like this. It's the heart protector move. Okay? Sink it down. Perpetual motion taffy with heel step. Your underneath hand leads you over here to the left and then to the right. And in the middle, there's an exhale. Shh. Whoosh. Whoosh. And come back to the left. Perpetual motion tappy is our third variation of basic. Feet in a V. And now we come to working the pulley. Your right hand will be underneath the hip here. Your left hand will be the exhale here. And when you inhale back, this hip will come back like that. And then both hands and feet will have to work together. Looks kind of like a crawl stroke combined with some kind of side thing here. So just feel that maybe with your hips and hand so that the upper body's moving like this. And then you're going to let that affect the feet. So basically everything has to be grounded. So here we go, shifting towards your right to bring the left forward. Working the pulley. Exhale. Inhale this hip back. And that slides the front heel and slides the back ball of the foot. It's a diagonal cross. I generally do this move in nine times because I love it. You're sliding on the back ball of the foot. You're sliding on the heel in front. And the front back weight shift is not very long. So you want to make sure that the body is all moving hip, knee, ankle together so that you don't torque anything. Let's do 4 more on this left side. 2 more. Last one on your left. Good. Bring the foot back into a V here. Inhale, sink it down. Shift towards your left. Bring your right heel forward. A diagonal cross for working the pulley. This hand is under the hip bone. This hand comes right out from the heart. Exhale. Turn the palm under the hip here. The dominant hand here is your right. Here's your exhale. Here's your inhale of that hip. And that's what causes the effect of the inhale exhale causes the feet to move, to gather that energy. So here, the back ball of the foot slides, and here, the front heel slides as you move back. Just connect that to your concept of the forward back weight shift, and you'll have it made. And one more here on your right side. And our last moves are coming up. So let's do a few groundings here before we really reach them. So inhale to your heart. Exhale towards your abdomen. Inhale towards your head. Exhale down through the heart and lungs area, and then to the abdomen, your lowest dantien or energy center. Then inhale up to the trees that you love. Come back to center and exhale down in relaxation and response. A really slow exhale here. So inhale first and then exhale. Now bring it up to the hills and the mountains. Let's take it up here if you're able. However high you can go. Inhale and now exhale down slowly. Tongue on the upper palate. And feel the inhale here as the abdomen opens. And sink it down. Resting on globes of energy and resistance to gravity, feet in a V. Good. Our next move is going to be light at the top of the head, light at the temple. Your feet are in a V here, fairly close together. You want to be able to sure that you can open the thighs here as you come down. So you're in a V. Sink it down. Light at the top of the head is the back of the skull. Inhale and sink and rise. Circle the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites, at the crown of your head, back of the skull. Hold the energy. Breathe it in. Sink and rise. The light of thought, speech, and action. Send it out into the universe, down through the earth and back up to your heart with your left hand, your heart hand on top. I like to look at the hand and then let it go down again. Exhale. Light at the temple is at the temples, the back area of the skull here behind the ears. Feet in a V. It's the effect of the mind and the heart here that we want. Sink and rise. Circle the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites, at your temple. Hold the energy there. Sink and rise and let it go. 3 times. Out into the universe, down through the earth, and back to your heart with your heart hand on the top, your inhale there. And sink it down. And our next move is joyous breath, because we're coming to the end of this beautiful meditation. So it's joyous here. Always sounds to me like a grandfather speaking who has had a good life. So exhale down. And you're going to inhale up, come to the balls of the feet, and exhale down 4 times. On the third, you drop your heels. Bend the knees there. Second cycle of 4. Drop on the third. Last cycle of 4. Drop here. Come back up, inhale, and sink it down slowly, resting on globes of energy in resistance to gravity. Feet in a V. Passing clouds is next. All things change. Brush the elbow, and as you move the body to the left and right, you may find that there's a figure 8 here, the symbol of long life and happiness. This is the figure 8 is the infinity symbol. So see if you feel that. I love to make it. And then in passing clouds, all things change. So when the mirror hand passes, we could follow it, or we could let it go. Since this is a moving meditation, we will look forward with resilience, power, love, and the gift of life that we all have. Through the figure 8. Come back to center and exhale. And now we come to 6 healing sounds, which are ho for the heart, ho, hu for the spleen or digestion, hu, tsu for the liver, tsu, sh for the lungs, right hand, sh, shi for the triple heater, both hands, shi, and chui for the kidneys, tri, left foot, left hand, ho, hu, tsu, sh, shi, tree, ho, hu, tsu, sh, shi, tree, tree, heel step, tree, tree, figure 8, tree, mixing the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites, and coming into cosmic consciousness pose, your left heel against the right ankle bone. Bring the elbows out to the side, open out, open the fingers, looking through the window of eternity and over it. Interlace the fingers, bring it overhead in gratitude for our lives, friends, and all the loves we have. In gratitude. And thank you for your practice.